At 4 a.m., I got a call from a familiar farmer. It was from the farm. Wild boars, creatures once hidden deep in the forest, now dared to show up right at the doorstep. They didn't just wreck crops. They had grown cunning, dodging traps, avoiding dogs, and ready to attack without hesitation. We hit the road immediately, not to hunt, but to protect the community from the fast-spreading threat. Early morning among the dew-soaked grass, we arrived silently, eyes sharp, scanning for signs of the intruders. Freshly dug earth marked the path, clear evidence they'd passed not long ago. Following the trail, the prey quickly revealed itself. I steadied my scope. The shot rang out, a powerful opening salvo. The target went down, fueling our confidence and fire, because a long battle still lay ahead. After a short track, the trap device signaled wild boars had arrived. We quietly moved in on the ambush point and observed. Right in front of us, the prey was busy feeding, oblivious to our watchful eyes. No hesitation, I pulled the trigger. The bullet left the barrel, ending the threat in a split second. Thanks to modern gear, we saved time and energy, gaining the upper hand in this tough fight against clever, dangerous beasts. Knowing other traps might attract more boars, I signaled the team to spread out quickly, checking and securing each spot before the animals sensed danger. Minutes later, sounds of success echoed through the valley. The operation was a blazing victory, and our haul exceeded expectations. On another front, Jenny, our only female sharpshooter, faced her own tense fight. When the target appeared near her ambush point, she acted decisively. Her precise shot hit its mark, but the wounded prey disappeared into the forest shadows. Seeing the shift, the whole team moved deeper, tracking the remaining boars. There would be no escape. Following fresh claw marks and rubs on the tree trunks, we pressed on. Soon, shadows hiding behind dense brush revealed themselves, unable to elude our sights. Each shot, from afar to near, was accurate and final. Every squeeze of the trigger brought another victory. The area quickly fell under control, erasing the dark shapes that had once haunted these woods. But just when it seemed over, we decided to push deeper into the forest to flush out any remaining threats. Knowing the habits of these beasts, we moved carefully, aware that behind every tree, danger could still lurk. Within minutes, new targets emerged from behind the trunks, taken down swiftly and cleanly. The forest was clear once more, and the locals could return to their daily lives, free from fear. Now was the hour when wild boars typically emerged at the forest edge to forage for food. Hungry, alert, and aggressive. Realizing the danger of them approaching the village, we took immediate action. This hunt wasn't just a journey into danger, but a duty to protect. It was only 5 a.m. when the roar of our engines echoed along the road leading into the forest. Upon arrival, we confirmed our plan and took our positions. Tension filled the air as our eyes scanned for movement. Suddenly, an unusual sound shattered the silence. My finger tightened on the trigger. The target appeared. I fired. The shot thundered through the valley, taking down the beast and reinforcing our determination to protect these lands from destruction. As we moved deeper, every sense sharpened. The familiar rustle and pungent scent soon filled the air. The wild boars had appeared again. The next shot rang out, and each fleeing shadow met its end. In the blink of an eye, the chase was over. The beasts lay silent on the cold ground. For now, the forest was safe. Elsewhere, Nick spotted another herd charging through the undergrowth like a storm. Without hesitation, he took aim. A few fell instantly. The rest didn't get far. We had already set up checkpoints ready to intercept. Everything unfolded with precision, the result of careful planning and steady nerves. Deep within the forest, the silence felt suffocating. Then a shadow flickered in my scope. I held my breath, squeezed the trigger. A clean hit. In the wild, only calm and decisiveness define the line between predator and prey. Moments later, we received word of another herd nearby. As soon as we arrived, we could already see them, large silhouettes moving in the mist. We opened fire. A few dropped on the spot. The rest scattered into the trees. I reported back to Nick. Minutes later, confirmation came through. The threat had been neutralized. The dense thickets were next, perfect hiding spots. Soon enough, the shadows appeared again. Each shot was decisive, each hit precise. Another part of the forest had been reclaimed. For a while, the sounds of the hunt filled the woods. After hours of pursuit, the battle ended. Peace returned. Villagers could finally sleep without fear. But just as we began to relax, the first snowflakes fell, signaling the start of winter. And a new challenge. When I returned home for the holidays, the joy was short-lived. The boars had struck again, tearing through the fields. My grandmother's worried face said it all. That night, we made a promise. We would hunt them down again. Before dawn, we were back in the wild. Snow covered everything, muffling our steps. The dogs led us toward the scent. A massive dark shape charged out of the bushes. I fired. The shot echoed, but the boar was tough. I fired again. It dropped. The day had only just begun. From the top of a hill, I scanned the terrain. Another target appeared. A dark figure against the snow. Holding my breath, I fired. Perfect hit. On the other ridge, Jack took down targets with remarkable accuracy, his shots echoing like thunder. As the storm thickened, visibility dropped, but the dogs guided us. One dark shape after another fell. By afternoon, new targets were spotted near the ridge. The snow worked in our favor, slowing their movement. I aimed, fired, and watched as another fell. clean headshot. The sun dipped low. Exhaustion hit, but the boars didn't stop. A massive herd appeared. We took position, firing in unison. The night swallowed the echoes, leaving only the faint scent of gunpowder and snow. In the following days, the hunt moved to the open fields. Autumn in the region isn't just about harvesting crops. It's the season of the hunt, with a tradition passed down from father to son. Protecting the land wasn't just duty, it was heritage. At dawn, we surrounded the fields, knowing the boars would appear again. The first silhouette emerged in the morning mist. I aimed and fired. One clean shot. Soon more appeared. Every hit was precise. Bathed in sunlight, the hunt unfolded like a well-rehearsed dance. Skill, timing, and responsibility in perfect rhythm. By midday, the herd had moved toward the southern edge. Nick and his team raced in on off-road vehicles, intercepting them before they could escape. Within minutes, it was over. Another victory. But deep in the woods, I found myself facing a massive boar, bigger than any before. I steadied my aim, fired, but it didn't fall. It charged fast and furious. I took another shot, then another. The final bullet dropped it mid-stride. Silence returned, heavy and cold. As evening fell, the golden light spread across the quiet fields. We stood together, tired but proud. For now, the forest and farmlands were safe. The hunt had been fierce, but it was never about trophies. It was about balance, protection, and respect. Tomorrow, when dawn breaks again, we'll be ready. Because out there, in the frozen silence of the wilderness, the wild still breathes. And the hunt never truly ends.